Okay, we're ready to get underway with the 2014 Wyoming State Fair Angus Show. And we have the first in the arena is Class 1, Junior Heifer Calf, March 1st, 2014 and after. We got exhibitor number 301 showing a heifer called KCH Princess 4.
Very complete heifer to start out the Angus heifer show today. I really appreciate her femininity and volume, really a broody appearance to her. Yeah, very angular, structurally correct heifer. Makes me excited about to see what else comes out here today, but a very nice heifer to start it off.
Thank you, Troy. And the first place goes to exhibitor number 301, Kendall Haas of LaGrange, Wyoming. This heifer will also serve as the junior heifer champion. Now Class 5 has scratched, but the 302 entry that was in Class 5 is moved to Class 6. And according to the information I have, we in Class 6, the early senior heifer calf September 1st, October 31st. We should have 4 entries. Entry number 302. A heifer named Cherry Creek Black Cap. Exhibitor number 303, XR Forever Lady, 9513. Exhibitor number 304 with a heifer called Card M Brandy, 3406. And exhibitor number 305, a heifer called Jim Summit Alice, 124A. And the 4 are in the arena. And the first and second place animal in this Class 6 will also serve as a senior heifer calf champion and reserve senior heifer calf champion. Judge for today's show is Troy Marshall. He's a native of Wyoming in the Wheatland country, but he now resides with his family and ranching at Burlington, Colorado. They have the Marshall Cattle Company. They raise purebred Angus and Simmental Angus cross cattle, and they have a yearly bull sale in March, selling approximately 120 bulls a year. Was a student down at Colorado State University and was a member of the livestock judging team. And helping him in the arena today is Kurt Kanga of Bozeman, Montana. He's the area representative for the American Angus Association as a regional director. I should say a regional manager, not regional director.
Partner with first and second in the Hampshire Spring Land, third, Faith Sister, and fourth, Jordan Johnson.
Different types in this class here today. It makes it kind of a challenge. It's fun to sort through these heifers. The heifer I'm starting with, young man in the pink shirt, I think she's the most complete heifer in the class. Just a very stylish, feminine heifer. You really like her from the profile. Heifer that offers a lot of length of stride, very sound, and I think a very complete heifer. The heifer here in second, she's the most conventional heifer in the class with the rope halter and the freeze brand, but she's a really broody female. I really like her when she gets out on the move. She's got a lot of expression and hip to her, and probably the deepest rib heifer in the class. The third place heifer here, certainly one of the most expressively muscled heifers, probably has as much mass and weight per day of age as any heifer in the class. I really appreciate her for that. I think she's a broody cow that's going to be a very broody cow as she matures on out. Probably doesn't get off her rear wheels quite as well as the two heifers above her, and carrying a little more condition. This fourth place heifer here, extremely long, very feminine, angular heifer. Probably just not quite as stout as some of the heifers above her. Nice set of heifers.
Thank you, Troy. First place goes to exhibitor number 305, Ty Shockey of Wheatland, Wyoming. And as I indicated, that female will also serve as the senior heifer calf champion. Second place went to exhibitor number 303, another Ty Shockey entry from Wheatland, Wyoming, and it will receive reserve senior heifer calf champion. In third place goes to exhibitor number 304, Cade Herring of Veteran, Wyoming. And in fourth place we have exhibitor number 302, Madison Booth of Veteran, Wyoming. Next in the arena, we should have Class 8 and I assume Class 9. They're in here together. Two separate classes, and whoever wins and provide will be the intermediate champion, and the reserve champion will be the second placed animal. Okay, I guess on the program they've left out the L, but it's Shockley rather than Shockey. Ty Shockley of Wheatland, Wyoming.
One street was on the west side,
For our intermediate champion, we're going to go with the young man in the pink shirt. Again, another heifer that I really like on the nose. Nice profile heifer, shows a lot of feminine angularity. I really like how she's leaned in about her shoulder. She's over the shows depth, spring of rib, tracks with space, and really feels her stride. The heifer, our reserve champion, winner of the second class, is a heifer that fits in there. It's going to be a very pretty, productive kind of cow. Just not quite as much power as the heifer over. Thank you.
Okay, so in the last class, two classes, I indicated there were Class 8 and Class 9 showing together, receiving each individually in first place. The 306 is the intermediate champion and is shown by Ty Shockley of Wheatland, Wyoming. Reserve champion goes to exhibitor number 307, Katie Keith of Casper, Wyoming. We're now into Class 11. We have one entry, entry number 308. The heifer's name is Lee's Dixie Eureka 3008.
You're not just driving all over.
Our class winner here is a heifer that definitely could have stood a little more competition here today. I really appreciate the prettiness about her. Pretty massive cow with a lot of depth. Very structurally correct. I kind of look forward to seeing her back out here in a little bit. It's a nice heifer.
Okay, in Class 11, exhibitor number 308 received the first place, going to Mackenzie Camblin of Maybell, Colorado. Next in the arena, Class 12, one entry, entry number 309, showing a heifer called PMH Black Cap A345.
Now it says the range was closer there, 1 year and we have one entry.
Another single entry here. This heifer, I really appreciate it in terms of her structural correctness. I think a heifer that's just right from a mature size standpoint. She's going to, I think, be a very functional female here going forward, and we'll see her back here in the champion drive.
Okay, in the first place goes in Class 12, which is the March Junior Yearling Heifers. Goes to exhibitor number 309, Bodie Herring of Veteran, Wyoming. Next we have Class 13 coming into the arena, and we have 7 calves and heifers in this class, and This class is so big that it's been split into 13 and 13B. And these are calves that are calved February 1st to February 28th in 2013. Our first entry in this group should be exhibitor number 310. M. Diamond Thunderella is the heifer's name. Exhibitor number 311 showing Lazy JV Countess Zoe 381. Exhibitor number 312 showing PRA Eureka Motive 379. And exhibitor number 313, Brittany's Miss Upshot 31. Exhibitor number 314, CMH Lassie A319. Exhibitor number 315 showing Beauty of Paint Rock 55-3-3. And exhibitor number 316 showing KJM Princess 33237A. We should have 7 entries in this class. Again, these are all heifers calved February 1st to February 28th, 2013.
Up next is our Tennessee Lambs. We have 1 entry with Lane Parker.
we're going to start with the young lady right here. I think the heifer that kind of overwhelmed the class in terms of just being the most complete, nicest, balanced heifer. Very nice on the profile. Really impressive amount of depth of rib she's got it. She's also the widest tracking stoutest snake heifer with a lot of width and top. I think it's tremendous. Excuse me, bird cow in the making. The number 2 heifer here is a little bit of a different kind of heifer. She's a little more conventional in her time. She's carrying a little more condition, but when you really study her get on the move, I think she's a heifer that is very complete structurally, moves out extremely well. A heifer that shows a lot of broodiness and a lot of depth of rib. I'd like to see her just be a little trimmer in her condition. The 3rd heifer, the big heifer, she's coming out. She's a heifer that I really like to get on the move. She's got a tremendous amount of lower quarter, and I'd like to see her get a little bit off her rear wheels, maybe a tick more femininity than the 2 heifers above her, but a very, very nice heifer. The young man's heifer here in 4th, a heifer that you really like when it gets out in the move. I'd like to see her lengthen out just a little bit from a neck profile standpoint, but from the shoulder back, there's just not much wrong with that heifer. She shows a lot of depth of rib, a lot of nozzle. We move on down the group here, this breeze-braided heifer, I guess that's 5th place. I really appreciate the length of body, the length of spine in this heifer. Another angular feminine heifer, the slick-haired heifer. I think it shows a lot of femininity here. The young man's heifer here, next to last, extremely feminine, angular heifer. You really like her in the profile. I like her structural makeup extremely well. Just a heifer that's given up a little bit of mass and muscle compared to the others. The young lady here coming out, again, another very complete heifer that's going to make a big contribution in the industry. She just not having quite as much overall mass and dimension as some of the heifers above her. Thank you.
Okay, in this class, early junior heifer calves, class 13, we have in 1st place exhibitor number 316, Micah Roger of Hewlett, Wyoming. 2nd place, we have exhibitor 312, Mackenzie Camblin of Maybelle, Colorado. In 3rd place, we have exhibitor number 310, Katie Keith of Casper, Wyoming. In 4th place, we have exhibitor number 311, Mark McConnell of Lander, Wyoming. In 5th place, we have exhibitor number 313, shown by Royce Mercer of Hyattsville, Wyoming. In 6th place, we have exhibitor number 314, Brenna Herring of Veteran, Wyoming. And in 7th place, we have exhibitor number 315, Bree Dooley of Shell, Wyoming. Now coming into the arena is class 13B. Again, early junior yearling heifers, calves February 1st to February 28th. We have exhibitor number 317 showing DB Miss New Consensus 3114. Exhibitor number 318 showing KJN Miss Esso 318A. We have exhibitor number 319 showing PMH Sky A35. We have exhibitor number 320 showing BTR Black Cap Baba 362. Exhibitor number 321 showing McFront Mage 10A. Exhibitor number 322 showing 44 Black Cap 3117. We have exhibitor number 323 showing McBussy Queen 6A. We have exhibitor number 324 showing GMAR in focus AD84. We have 8 entries in this class.
the audience, it's very difficult. We got two north of the shore, we got two rural, we have to analyze the work we do and everything, and we mapping that full on.
Head up, Kylie, head up. Right there, you're good. You're doing a great job. Send her down. Show stick on her. Show stick on her breast. Show stick on her breast.
Now entering the ring is our spring school band.
There you go. Pick it up. Go ahead.
we had some heifers that are giving us a little trouble here. We're going to try to set these up where they're not facing the out gate here this next time around too, and see if that helps. We're going to start with the young man on the end. Not so young man, I guess, at the lead right now. But heifer, I think that's just a very complete, larger outline heifer that's got a lot of mass and functionality, deep rib, bold sprung type of heifer that really contracts out with the base and some expression of muscling. The young man in second, they're a little different heifer. She's a little more conventional in her time, probably the smallest frame heifer in the class, but a heifer I'm really, really impressed with from a structural correctness standpoint. A very feminine, broody, imperial type heifer. I like her a lot when she gets out on the move. And to top it all off, I think she's probably as impressive muscles as any heifer in the class. A very complete heifer there in second. The young man in third with his heifer, a heifer that gets a little round around the shoulder, maybe not as quite as feminine and angular as the two heifers above, but a heifer that you have to appreciate for the amount of mass, the amount of muscle that she has with the base. A heifer that I think is also very correct from a structural standpoint. Young lady in fourth, coming out here with the studded collar. Another heifer that you had a little difficulty time getting it set up and really showed it and exhibited to us, but it's a heifer that when you kind of get her on the profile, you really appreciate. I think one of the longer striding, very moving heifers in the class, certainly one of the heifers that laid in smoothly and nice about her shoulders looking heifer out there. Young lady in fourth, again, another complete heifer. I appreciate the broodiness in her. She has probably 2 or 3 heifers placed above her, deeper rib, bolder sprung type of heifer. Just doesn't get off her rear wheels quite as well as some of the heifers above her in the class. Heifer coming out next in the line here. Again, just a little difficult to get shown in here tonight. She was feeling the tightness. I'd just like to see her have a little more width on the stifle and get off those rear wheels a little bit better. I love the length of the spine, the length of the neck, the femininity in her. One of the higher weight per day of age heifers in the class, a heifer with a lot of length of body, really loose in her structure, and a very sound moving heifer. Just maybe not quite as feminine as some of the heifers placed above her, like to straighten her up over her top line. So we're going to get another functional heifer coming in and last. Just like to see her get off her rear wheels a little bit better and maybe have a little more expressive muscle from behind when you analyze it from a muscle standpoint. It's a very nice set of heifers.
We think we have the placings correct. In first place went to exhibitor number 317, Connor Booth of Torrington, Wyoming. Second place went to exhibitor number 319, Cord Herring of Veteran, Wyoming. Third place went to exhibitor number 322, Shade Frank of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Exhibitor number 324 was fourth, Emma Mercer of Hyattville, Wyoming. Fifth place went to exhibitor number 320, Kelsey Georges of Fort Bridger, Wyoming. Sixth place went to exhibitor number 318, Kylie McConnell of Lander, Wyoming. Seventh place went to exhibitor number 321, the Lazy JM Ranch, McCombs Lazy JM Ranch of Veteran, Wyoming. And in eighth place we had exhibitor number 323, McCombs Lazy JM Ranch, Veteran, Wyoming. We're now judging for the junior champion female and reserve junior champion female. Judge for today's show is Troy Marshall, a Wyoming native, he says, but he now resides in Burlington, Colorado, connected with the Marshall Cattle Company. He raises German Angus and Sim Angus cattle. They have an annual bull sale in March, sell about 120 bulls per year. He was a student in Colorado State University and served on the livestock judging team. And helping him in the arena is Kurt Kanga of Bozeman, Montana, and he's the regional manager for the Angus Association.
Now we'll be selecting our cream and ram once again.
Pretty nice Angus heifers to sort through out here. I'm very proud of this drive in terms of the quality from top to bottom. I'll just kind of talk them as we go down here. The young lady here, the younger heifer, just super impressed with the amount of mass, the amount of rib. Very well presented heifer. One of the two heaviest muscled heifers out here, I think, in the championship drive. I maybe like to smooth her up to her shoulder a little bit more, make her tick more feminine angular, get her off her rear wheels a little bit better, but a heifer that's just absolutely massive in terms of her dimension and volume and rib and muscle. A very, very, very nice heifer. Another very complete heifer here, coming down the second class. Maybe in comparison to some of these other heifers, getting out horsed a little bit here in this championship drive, but a heifer that's just pretty much fault free. Heifer I just love on the profile here, our class winner in the third class. Extremely angular, extremely feminine heifer. Really like how she's laid in about her neck and shoulders. I think it's structurally correct as any heifer in the drive, and probably a heifer with as much muscle and expression as any heifer out here. And then, of course, our big heifer at the end, just, again, tremendous length of body, a lot of skeletal dimension there, very solid, pretty appearing cow that you can see has a lot of use for the industry standpoint. I think it's a pretty tough decision as we sort through the personal preference. There's two heifers, I think, that kind of stick out in terms of this lineup, but very, very, very nice set of heifers.
Candace Coxville with your commercial weather view.
Thank you, Troy.
Any other wool breed? Any other wool? Melanie Whitmore with your any other beef view. Ian McKinney with your Rambler view. Rick Howard with your Suffolk view. Gilbert Grayville with your Columbia view. Lane Barker with your Ham view. And Taylor West with your Georgia view. The holding area.
Okay, and the champion Champion Junior Female goes to exhibitor number 316, shown by Micah Rogers of Hewlett, Wyoming. Now judging for the reserve champion, junior champion female. Reserve champion female. And that goes to exhibitor number 308, Mackenzie Camblin of Maybell, Colorado. We now have class 16, which is late senior yearling heifers. We have one entry. Exhibitor number 325 will be showing KCH Verdict 25. Verdict 25. And they'll also be bringing in class 17, early senior yearling heifers, calves September 1st, October. We have one entry there, entry number 326, a female called Cherry Creek Thunderella. These individuals will receive first place as individual class winners, and we're now looking for senior champion female and reserve senior champion female. Can't say enough about the quality of heifers they've let out here today. Another really nice set of heifers with our two class winners. As we go out to pick our champion here, I'll talk about it a little bit. This young lady in the picture here, heifer, I think is very complete, balanced heifer, very well presented. Heifer that shows quite a bit of depth of rib. Again, another heifer that I like from a muscle and discretion standpoint with the base. She's one of the wider tracking heifers we've seen out here today. And a very complete heifer that. The larger outline heifer, the winner of the second class, extremely long body, lots of growth, lots of femininity there, very good structure heifer. Gets her out, covers her track extremely well. I think both these
heifers have a tremendous amount of value. But with that, I'll go out and select the champion in this division.
Okay, so the champion, senior champion female goes to exhibitor number 325. That's Kendall Haas of LaGrange, Wyoming. And the reserve champion senior female goes to exhibitor number 326, Madison Booth of Veteran, Wyoming. We'll now be judging for the Grand Champion Female and the Reserve Grand Champion Female here at the 2014 State Fair Angus Show.
I like the way that heifer made though.
young heifer here at the beginning. I gotta admit, most of the time on the young calves, I appreciate them, but you don't really consider them much for the championship drive. They just are giving them so much in terms of age and stuff. But when you study this heifer, it's really, really hard not to appreciate her for what she is. I think she's outstanding in everywhere. Ultra feminine, very broody heifer with a lot of muscle expression already. I think from a scope size, mature size standpoint, she's going to mature out extremely nice. I think a very complete, very fault-free heifer that is very much in the discussion here is champion overall heifer. This second heifer here maybe doesn't excel in the strive in terms of any one trait, but just a very complete, super balanced, very correct kind of heifer. The third heifer here in the drive is a heifer that you just love from a side profile, femininity and angularity. She excels in class, extremely feminine heifer. Maybe not quite as stout as a few of the others, maybe as much compression or rib, but you just have to love the femininity, straightness of lines, and structural correctness. Heifer is important, as I said, when you get her out on the move and she just moves around, I think she's a super balanced, very complete heifer with just very few falls. I really like her from a structural standpoint, and I think she's probably the heaviest muscle heifer of the drive, maybe exceptionally calf. So we move down into our older division. Again, heifer I think that fits in terms of a type calling standpoint extremely well. Very well balanced heifer. With that, I will go out and select your champion Angus heifer.
I was like, these kids are crazy. Who does this? They have let alone a whole you know. I had no idea that all that.
Okay, and the grand champion female here at the Angus show goes to exhibitor number 316, Micah Rogers of Hewlett, Wyoming. Now bringing in the second place animal from that class to be judged for the reserve grand champion female.
Unless he goes to big one. He can't go back to chocolate. It's a different style. He's going to go to the mic first. He's going to take the one up. He's going to follow up.
I wanted to grab the mic again because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet here. I wanted to talk about the heifer that came in second. I think that was the toughest division, top to bottom here we had today. And a heifer that's just very, very deep, very bold in a rib, a massive type broody female that I really, really appreciate for both the muscle and status. I think it really boils down probably between her and actually the calf here. As I mentioned, I really appreciate this calf.
I was talking about the calf.
And with that, we'll go out and we'll try to pick our reserve champion.
Big old that takes an hour for you. He's going to go with the damn cat. Whoa!
And the reserve champion overall, reserve grand champion female goes to exhibitor number 301, shown by Kendall Hoff of LaGrange, Wyoming.